afraid, be very afraid. Be afraid. It's the end of our days, heard what I said now? God put me on earth to burn this motherfucker straight down. Everybody dead now, everybody dead.
A few moments later.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Take a look at where we are. We have landed in Bikini Bottom. No, this is not a game that I downloaded from the Google Play App Store. This is actually available in Roblox, and it's called SpongeBob SquarePants Simulator. A link to the game will be found in my description box. While you guys are here right now watching this video, I want you guys to do me two favors. One, drop a like on this video for SpongeBob. And then two, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. Let's get straight into this.
Meanwhile,
so ladies and gentlemen, this is a simulator just like Pet Simulator 99, just like Pet Simulator X. The premise of the game is for you guys to explore the map, collect pets along the way, and then partake in some extracurricular activities that'll give you guys specialized mounts in the game and also some special power-ups and boost. So that's basically the concept of the entire game right there, just laid out in a few seconds.
2 very boring minutes later.
I think my favorite character is Fred. Fred is the annoying fish that's always screaming, "My leg!" every single time an accident is happening somewhere. This guy is screaming his leg. He's a funny guy. And then he's also very talented as well. I didn't know he could sing. So yeah, you have three characters that you're going to select, and it doesn't really matter who you choose because they are all of the same rarity in the game. They are legendary buddies. So you have SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick as your selection. So I chose Squidward. I decided to be different. I know a lot of players are going to go with SpongeBob because he is sort of like the main character, and he is sort of like everyone's favorite character. And you know, I just decided I wanted to be a little bit different. So after you select your character, you're going to go to the tutorial phase. So they're going to have arrows pop up on the screen, and they're going to direct you to basically this lovely area over here. And this is where you guys are going to start going to work. We're going to circle back around, but I just wanted to show you guys. So these are all of the breakables here. So you have the option, you can click here and you can send them to attack, or you can actually auto attack by pressing this button over here that has the flexing arm and the green arrows. You turn that on right there, and there they go. They start going to work, destroying everything, and then you just run around and collect all of the currency. Speaking of which, you have two different currencies, ladies and gentlemen. You have doubloons, which is in gold, and then you have these gem pieces that are in red. The gem pieces are going to be used for something else, while the doubloons are going to be basically used to buy eggs and to also buy different areas in the game. Now, as I mentioned, there's some side activities that you guys can partake in, and those activities include getting you guys specialized mounts in the game, which will help you travel through areas faster, and there's also morphs that are available in the game as well. So, you're probably wondering, why do we need to morph into characters? I don't really play morphing games, so I'm already gonna not play this game. Well, it's SpongeBob, and SpongeBob is basically rated E for everyone. So they have to suit the younger audience while they're suiting the teenage side and possibly the adults that are playing the game. I don't know how many old people are playing this game right now, but I am one of them. So, yeah. So the game has to be suitable for all ages. So adding morphable characters, that'll keep the kids busy, because now they have something that they can do and they have people that they can morph into. So speaking of morphs, let's go over here to the bottom of our screens here. So these are the character morphs, and they all have a, you know, sort of purpose. Obviously, it's not just a morph just to keep you in the game, but all of these special morphs, they have these special abilities. So we have SpongeBob here. So we have three different versions of morphs for him. You have the Patrolman, which is one of the cool versions of SpongeBob. You have, I believe, the Cape Man version, I said the the caveman version, if you guys remember that. And then this first version looks like a classic SpongeBob. These are the silhouettes of the characters. So I'm just going off of the silhouette. We also have Patrick here, so there's two different versions. This one here, it looks like when he had the ice cream cone on his head and he had the letter P across his chest when he was pretending to be a crime fighter or a superhero. Then we have Squidward. There's two different versions here. We have the normal Squidward, and then looking at this one, I think this is the art version Squidward. He has like this little hat on his head or something like that. Then of course we have Mr. Krabs. There's only one version. And then we have Sandy, who ironically only has one version of herself as well. Over here, where we have Gary the Snail, this is where your pet inventory is. This is where all of the buddies and everything goes in here. So as you guys can see, we can equip up to 4, and at the top, your power is recorded in here as well. So this is my total overall power. I have 181 power. I'm super weak. I just started the game, ladies and gentlemen, so don't beat me in the head. Alright, next to it we have items over here. So as you guys find these secret items and stuff like that, this is where it will be stored. You have mounts. This is where your inventory of mounts will be stored. And then you have the toggling of the mount itself. So whenever you're on the mount, you can just simply get off of it and get back on it just by the click of a button. You have the bus stop here. So this is something cool. It's not an actual bus, but it's a teleport. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something that costs robux. You can actually use your gems to buy the areas as you unlock them, so you'll be able to instantly teleport back and forth between the areas. So that's kind of cool. Trading is coming soon, so that's that button right there. Here is the pop-up shop. So this is basically all just robux. I try not to look at it, but I do want to point out that they do have some other characters here. So these are exclusives, and I want to kind of shout out Razorfish because I saw his video earlier today. While I played the game before him, I saw his video earlier, and I finally figured out what these particular characters over here in the shop are actually for. So they serve as a purpose of pets with enchants on them. So they have like best friend enchants and stuff like that. Like I said, vaguely similar and comparable to Pet Simulator 99 and stuff like that. But as you guys can see, they're not huge pets and they're not Titanics or anything like that. But they do have enchants and they do serve a purpose when you equip them. The best one here is the sea bear. And ironically, I just remember laughing so hard because this is one of my favorite episodes. You have the campfire song, and then you have the total torturing of Squidward. The freaking sea bear just kept annihilating him every single time. He would try to, correct the situation, and all he did was just basically make it worse. Then when he finally just realized, let me just squeeze in a circle with SpongeBob and Patrick. That's when the bear finally left him alone. And then, ironically, at the ending of that portion, SpongeBob mentions a sea rhinoceros, and Squidward asks, "Oh, what attracts them?" He said, "The sound of a sea bear attack." That's what Patrick said. And then the sea rhinoceros just shows up, and I'm just like, oh shit, he's about to get it again. Yo, man, SpongeBob is just like, it's so hilarious, it's so enjoyable, and it's so confusing. You can't tell, like, if SpongeBob is a grown man or if he's a baby. You know what I'm saying? One episode, he's a grown man, he's doing grown man things, and then the next episode, he's whining, he's crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. But it's all good, clean fun. Even though some of the humor is a little bit disturbing, it's all good and clean fun, Now, one of the things that I hate about SpongeBob is that they create movies and the continuity is just thrown right out of the window. So what I mean by that is basically the movies do not actually connect to anything that's happening in the current timeline of the series. So if you guys remember in the SpongeBob movie, there were two Krusty Krabs. Literally, now there's just one in the regular series. SpongeBob is not manager. He's still a freaking fry cook out of all this time. So disrespectful. I would truthfully, honestly quit. How do I not make manager? You know what I'm saying? Like, and Squidward too. Like, he's gonna basically die in that job. He's gonna die right on that freaking register inside of that boat. All of his hopes and dreams are becoming. Honestly, I don't even know what he wants to be. I just know that he wants to have long, luscious hair, and he wants to play the flute or the clarinet, shall I say? Excuse me. I need to learn my musical instruments. But yeah, still piggybacking off of the continuity reference that I made. There's a lot of things that happened in the movies that don't connect to the show. So yeah, that's, the thing that sucks. Magnet abilities in this game, you're going to have to buy it for Robux because look at this. That's the only bad thing about like having auto attack on. Like, look at all this stuff that I have to run around and pick up. So taking a look at the stuff that we're breaking here, here's this like chest thing with a bunch of gold doubloons in it. It kind of looks like the Krusty Krab, if I'm being honest. Then you have all of these giant clam shells here with doubloons attached to it or on top of it. Then if we go back here, we got actual treasure chest over here. So I do believe that these spawn in depending on how well you farm an area, because I didn't naturally see these just, coexisting in the area. So they just recently spawned in and decided to pop up. Alright, so as I mentioned, let's circle back over here. So here's a gold station. Basically, you can take the same characters that you have multiples of and you can make them golden. But this is actually a waste of time because there's golden versions of the eggs. So as you guys can see here, I have a normal Squidward and then I have a golden Squidward. I literally got him from the egg itself. But look at the sign over here. Look at the sign. So you need 5 of the same buddies in order to make a golden one. Or you can try your luck, save your money, and then just go to the golden version of the egg itself. So there's some stuff you can attack over here at spawn, which is kind of crazy. I wouldn't think there would be stuff here, but hey, why not just go ahead and do this? I guess it makes sense, seeing as some people are probably going to be farming eggs and they're going to be running out of, doubloons, so they're going to have to run back and forth. And having this here, and that means they don't have to run back and forth. And then all you got to do is just turn on auto attack, and your guys are going to be just auto attacking and, just collecting all of this stuff here. So here's the eggs. You have an index over here. So the indexes are actually rewarding. So as you guys can see here, when you clear out an egg, you get every single buddy in there. You're going to get a special reward. And then at the top of the screen here, if you collect all of the buddies that are included in the game so far, which is like a total of 36, you'll get a extra pet equip. So that's cool. Now, I do believe that the Robux pets, they do count towards your index. So if you don't have Robux, you don't have to worry about the index. You know what I'm saying? But if you do actually have Robux and you're spending in this game, I do believe that they count towards the index. I could be wrong. So here's the eggs, and as you guys can see, they have the area in which the eggs are actually located. So you have Conch Street. So that's area 1. So this is the normal egg that costs 200, and then you have the gold version of this egg, which costs 3,000. Then you have area 2, which is Conch Street again. Then you have area 3, which is also Conch Street. Area 6, Jellyfish Fields. Jellyfish Fields for area 5. Jellyfish Fields for area 4. Okay, so You have areas, and then you have your, I guess, your zones, basically. So that's how it's categorized here. Area 7 is downtown Bikini Bottom. Area 8, same thing. And also Area 9, same thing as well. And then that is it for all of the areas so far in the game. I don't know any codes. They do have UGC items over here, but every UGC item that you guys are going to see is Robux items. So these are all official UGCs created by the people that created the game. So that's cool. You can actually create these characters here. And look at this. They even have the boatmobile. So that's a waist accessory, I believe, or maybe like a tail accessory. But then look at all of these pieces. You have Squidward's head. You got the shirt for his body. I don't think you have the bottom half of his body though. There's a Squidward backpack. Mr. Krabs here. You have Mr. Krabs' outfit. Shoulder plushies. Sandy's full entire outfit. So these are all like Arthro bundle packages.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
That was totally wicked!
No matter how I do it, I just do
Tryna make
it.
my mama proud of me.
I hope my mama proud of me.
Cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream.
I know my mama died of me, salute me, now she down with me.
Now two bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry.
This how I gotta be, do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me.
And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me, ready for a war.